Hey, thank you so much for booking a call. I cannot wait to talk more about you, your business, your epic business vision, and how the Radical Connector can support you in your growth. If you're new to my world, welcome. My name is Lindsay Johnson, the founder of the Radical Connector, and we are a scaling agency for service-based business owners. Now, I got my introduction to the entrepreneurial world very early because I was raised by business owners. Entrepreneurship is something that has been nurtured and fostered within me since I was a literal baby. And I have to tell you, my love for business development started at a very young age, probably 10 years old, and is something that I have been nerding out to my entire life. I especially love service-based entrepreneurship as it is an accessible way for almost anybody to get into the entrepreneurial world, to take a skill, a purpose, a vision, create something out of nothing, sell that thing, and simultaneously make a positive impact on the world, change people's lives, and of course, improve your own life and create the life that you really want. Whether that's more time freedom, more space for adventures, creativity, connecting, anything, honestly, but working all the dang time. Oh my goodness, friend, our lives are so much more than just working. And entrepreneurship is such a powerful vehicle for creating not only the life you want, but also co-creating the kind of world that you want to live in. However, service-based businesses follow a very specific trajectory when they go from early stage solopreneur, self-employed, wearing all the hats, into something that is scalable, sustainable, and actually gives you the freedom to be able to create the lifestyle you want. Unfortunately, most business advice, books, mentors, accelerators, programs, courses, funding, you name it, is not geared towards the service-based business owner and that specific scaling trajectory. Service-based businesses are 1,000,000% the backbone of everything. It is the backbone of our homes, of other businesses and larger corporations, of our government, of our society. We would get nothing done if not for service providers at all levels. However, in the eyes of traditional business advice and business support, oftentimes service-based businesses are viewed more as a lifestyle business or as self-employment. You are trading services in exchange for money. Where that becomes unsustainable rather quickly, if you're good at selling and changing services for money, is that you can't keep doing it all yourself. However, when you look around for advice and support, the advice is not geared towards your business model. What is going to fund your scaling journey is your sales revenue. And so we need to look at how your business is structured. We need to look at your cash flow, what's coming in versus what's going out. We have to take a look at that epic business vision. Where do you ultimately want your business to go? And reverse engineer a plan and start getting the right people, systems, automations, and structure in place so that number one, your business isn't held up with duct tape and a prayer. And you are no longer stuck in the weeds, or as I call the hustle hamster wheel, so busy in the business that you have no time to actually work on growing the business. What is that quote from The Godfather? Every time I think I'm out, they suck me back in. That's what your business is doing. Every time you get your head above water, take a look at that bigger vision and how to move the business forward, oof, you get pulled back in to the weeds, pulled back into the day-to-day, especially if you are the one doing all of the work, all of the sales, all of the admin, all of the marketing. That's simply not sustainable. You cannot keep going. In fact, I bet if your business has been in business for years and you've not seen much growth other than more sales, because remember, getting lots of sales does not mean that you're growing a business. It just means you're growing a job. So if you take a look back and you think this year is looking the same as last year and looking the same as the year before that, the only real difference is that I'm getting more sales and I'm maybe getting more confident and comfortable in myself as a business owner. I'm starting to understand my market better. But if you're not seeing growth in terms of your team is growing, your infrastructure is becoming more solid, your automations and operations are becoming more streamlined, you're getting more opportunities to be visible, to get a broader reach out there in the world, you're starting to invest in advertising, in marketing, and having people come in and do your sales for you. If the business itself isn't growing, you're just bringing in more sales, you're just going to keep pulling yourself down into the weeds. The drowning, the fires that you're constantly putting out, the chasing of your tail, that's never going to stop. So that's where the Radical Connector comes in. We're going to take a look at where you're at now, where you want to go, and how we can start getting you out of the weeds by bringing in the right people, building up the right operations and infrastructure in your business, and getting you out of the day-to-day, handing off a lot of that work so that you can continue to work on bringing that epic business vision to life. Woo! That was a mouthful. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. I cannot wait for us to talk. I've included a few client testimonials below so you can see what other people have to say. I have been in the space of business development for service-based businesses for over 2 decades. Well, really my whole life, but officially well over 2 decades now. I have 2 systems that I have developed, and I work with the Increase Sales system and the Scale Sooner Success system. Step 1, getting the sales engine turned on in your business. And then step 2, using your sales revenue to fund your scaling journey. As a service-based provider, it is never too soon to think about the scaling journey. We're going to meet you exactly where you're at right now, map out that multi-stage, multi-year journey, and start bringing in the support that meets you at the price point that works for you and grows with you as the business grows. I've included all the ways that we can connect down below. Please reach out, say hello. In the meantime, my team and I are going to have a look at your intake form, go get a little nerdy, go investigate all the things that you've been up to, see what your online presence looks like. And then when we talk, we're going to get nerdy. All right, we'll see you real soon. Looking forward to connecting.